Thinking of starting YouTube? Fantastic. Good idea. Let's talk about what it really feels like when you start out. I've only been doing this 7 days, so I don't have much experience, but I have a little bit of experience. So 7 days in, and what I'm doing is I'm trying to post videos every single day. And delicious coffee right here, black coffee, 1 sugar, nice. And what I'm doing is I'm doing a raw format. So my idea is, for the next month, as much as I can, I'm trying to do it nearly every single day. Bang out video. And then review the stats and see what kind of works and what doesn't. So I posted maybe, let's see, 1, 2, 3, I've posted 5 videos. And what it really feels like is, feels like screaming into the void. It feels like, what is going on? It's like you're trying to put in this work, even though, whatever amount of work, I haven't even put in that much work, but because my videos are raw format. But you send them out and you hope, I hope there'll be a few views the next day, and then you look at the video stats and it's like 4 or 5 views or 6 views. I have one video actually 20 views. How about that? But yeah, what it actually like, it's tough. Actually, let me rephrase that. It's not tough. If you're somebody who doesn't like rejection, or if rejection deeply affects you emotionally, I think, if you start posting on YouTube, it is going to be difficult. Especially, let's say I'm just doing these formats of me speaking, talking, myself in the video, and just my thoughts. So it's very vulnerable. I'm really exposing myself, And then when you post that out, you hope people will resonate with you, and you'll magically start getting views, and the algorithm's going to pick you up and it's going to throw you out there, and you're going to wake up one day and you're just going to go, viral, But truth of the matter is, just like YouTube, just like anything else, any other entrepreneurial endeavor, maybe it's starting a new business, even trying to land a job. I remember I was looking for finance jobs after college. I would be sending out CVs to everyone on LinkedIn. I had a friend, he'd do 3 or 4 CVs. He'd get in one interview and he's like, oh my God, he's like 100%, I'm going to land this job, it's mine 100%. And then he didn't get that job, and because of that, it's been 3 years and he's still in the other job he was before, and he's like, no, I don't have the motivation, I don't want to put myself out there. It's like getting emotionally scared from it. But that's not how it works. That's not how YouTube works. That's not how trying to find a job works. That's not how trying to start a business works. You need to it's really you throw yourself out there. You know what I mean? You just send out numbers. Like I was saying, when I was doing TVs, I would be applying for jobs, some of them requiring that. For example, the first job I got out of college, I applied for a position which was like a operational regional asset manager, whatever. It was requiring basically 10 years of experience. I obviously had 0 years of experience, not even a little hint of experience, But I still applied for it, because in my mind I was like, maybe, maybe someone will see it, because you send out that application to this company, right? And even if it's for a position that's 10 years, but they might have another position coming up, maybe one that would work for, for a graduate. And that's what happened in my case. The HR lady, she reached out to me, she called me, she said, oh, hi Lucas, how are you? I was like, hello, how are you doing? She's like, well, you applied for this asset manager position. I was like, oh, did I? Yeah, class. And they're like, well, that one requires 10 years experience, so you wouldn't qualify for that. And I was like, oh yeah, no, that's, that's fair. That adds up, yeah. That makes sense, that's logical. But she says to me, look, there's another position coming up. We're about to post it, but we think you might be a good fit. Would you like to interview for it? And I was like, yeah, sure, 100%. So basically, I got an opportunity to interview a position that wasn't even up yet, so more like an internal opportunity. So I did an interview for that position, and I did end up landing that job, which is perfect. But but I sent out CVs everywhere, hundreds. On LinkedIn, I was banging on, bow, everywhere, non-stop. I just wouldn't stop, because at the end of the day, it's kind of like a numbers game. And this is how I'm treating this YouTube channel right here. Every day, I'm just like, all right, what kind of idea do I have today? For example, today, my idea was like, what it feels like, After a couple of days, I realized I wake up in the morning and then, you do get analytics when you post, so you see your stats, For example, the last one I posted, got like 400 impressions. That means it was recommended to 400 people on the browsing feature. And the click-through rate was around I think it's, what was it, 1.3%? So anything under 3% is bad, but you'd want 5 to 10, ideally, you know, in a perfect world. But I don't expect that much, but at least the algorithm's trying to push my videos to 400 people, you know, so that's kind of good. So what I've done actually with that video was I changed the title and changed the thumbnail. And that's what I'm doing. And essentially, when you're first starting out YouTube, or like I said, any endeavor, if you're posting, you're putting it up, it's gonna feel like screaming into the void. And I was gonna be like, somebody listen to me. But if you think about it realistically, why would somebody be listening to me? You know, I'm just ranting on about nonsense. I'm using a terrible camera from my phone A56. I don't have a microphone, so the sound quality is probably pretty bad. And by probably, definitely, because some people have told me that already. And I'm well aware of that. And I am getting a microphone on the way just to make this, possibly this listening experience a little bit more enjoyable for people. Let me have a little sip of coffee. But yeah, if you're somebody who's thinking of starting off YouTube or any entrepreneurial endeavor, whether it's, you know, YouTube, starting a business, content creation, whatever it might be, you know, it is at the start, unless you're lucky, you know, or unless you do have talent or some help, you know what I mean? If somebody helps you who's in the industry, you're obviously, I think, going to perform a lot better than someone who's coming into it raw with no experience, just starting out. But I personally don't mind. See, I'm come from an accounting background. I've done some analytics, so I love the statistical part of things. So just even posting these out in even different energies, like all my videos have different kind of topics, similar idea but different topics, and different energy to them. You know, some are like quiet, I'm more like chill, relaxed. Some are more like this, more energetic, pumpy. You know, and ideally I just want to kind of power through, maybe do 20, 30 videos, and then come back and then I can see what is performing, what is not performing, what should I stick with, what's my style, what's not my style, you know? Because when you start out, you don't really know. You're unsure, you're uncertain, so you're kind of all over the place. And you should try and find out what your style is. And you might want to do one thing, you know, you might have a certain few styles in your head. You might want to be more like that, or like this, or like that, you know, more slow, or faster, more energetic. Like this is the kind of ideally, in general, in person, I'm more energetic, flying around, kind of excited about things. Anything can happen. So I would like to do videos like that, probably more, but I don't know if they will stick, you know. So before I decide on anything, I'm just throwing things out there just to see what sticks, throwing the shit at the wall. Bah! If it sticks, that's a good caca right there, you know. But yeah, just another video, another rant, getting it out there, what it feels like if you're starting out as well, or if you're thinking about it, you know. It's I think it would be very important before you do, or if you do it, just to be aware that it is very unlikely that it's just going to take off right away at the start. It's going to take time, like anything. It's going to practice, reps. And eventually you'll get better. You'll get better in front of the camera. You'll be better at articulating your thoughts. You'll be better at a lot of things, you know. I already, like, this is day 7 or video 6 or 7. 1, 2, 3, video 6. I already feel a lot more comfortable talking into the camera, trying to express myself, getting the rhythm, you know. It's increasing, you know what I mean? So when you see some YouTuber who's been doing it for 5 years, 6 years, 7, 10 years, you know, they've done this for years. They've put in so many videos, so much practice. You haven't seen it. So it took them time to build up there. They probably started out and they were at the bottom, you know, and with time they found their style, they found their method of communication. What do you want to be perceived as? Like, what is their show, you know, what is it, what kind of entertainment it is that they're going to provide. But yeah, just a little rant, and that's about it. Just want to throw it out there, and look, if you like it, give me a like, give me a comment, subscribe, let me know what you think, if you're starting out or whatnot. But yeah, anyone, love it. See ya.